Vayalil It is truly a joy and a blessing to stand before you all today as we come together to celebrate a special occasion, the feast day of our esteemed director, Reverend Father George Vayalil. As we all know that this function was originally scheduled for the 23rd of April. However, due to the unexpected passing of His Holiness, Pope Francis, we postponed our gathering as a mark of deep respect. Today, with hearts full of remembrance and gratitude, we come together to celebrate this special occasion. On behalf of everyone here, our devotion truly spoke to our heart, a perfect reflection of our gratitude and blessing. As we continue our celebration today, it's my honor to invite our senior head boy and senior head girl to the stage. Please join me in welcoming Master Sahajvi Singh and Kumari Manmeet Kaur to deliver their speech in honor of our beloved Director, Reverend Father George, Administrator, Reverend Sister Rosalie, the Principal, sisters, teachers, and my dear friends. Good greetings and warm good morning to all. Today, we stand before you with hearts full of joy and pleasure as we celebrate a very special occasion, Feast Day of Reverend Father George, the Director of our school.
This is not just a celebration of a name. This is a celebration of life dedicated to service, compassion, and nurturing of young minds. Father, you are more than a guide. You are a light that brightens the path of every student, every teacher, and every member of the school family.
Your calm presence and wise words have touched each one of us in a way that we often struggle to express. Your life reflects the values of integrity, kindness, and service. You inspire us to be better human beings, not for ourselves, but for others too.
As we celebrate this beautiful feast day, let us thank God for your life, for your unwavering dedication, and for the strength that you bring to our school family. Father, you are more than a guide. And as we celebrate this, we shall thank God.
Once again, we wish you happy feast day, dear Father.
With immense love, respect, and gratitude. Thank you.
For those thoughtful and inspiring words. On this blessed day, now we take a moment to honor our esteemed director, Reverend Father George Vayalil. On this momentous occasion of our beloved director's feast day, with honor and great pride, now I would like to invite Reverend Father George Vayalil to the stage. May I also request Reverend Father Joseph Haeckel and Reverend Sister Rosalie to kindly join Reverend Father to the stage. Our senior head boy and head girl, dear teachers and students, please give them a warm round of applause. As our stage shines with the presence of our esteemed director, financial administrator, and respected principal, may I now request Reverend Father Joseph Haeckel and Reverend Sister Rosalie to present a beautiful bouquet as a token of honor and appreciation that mirrors the elegance and inspiration to the dear Father that he brings to our school. Dear teachers and dear students, please give a huge round of applause.
Please come forward and share your musical gift with everyone.
Thank you, dear students. Your voices beautifully capture the joy and spirit of festival, filling the atmosphere with energy and celebration.
Respected Sister Rosalie, the principal, Reverend Father Joseph Thankful, the financial administrator, sisters, teachers, and my dear students. From the words of inscription on the greatness of a saint, it has been recorded as a saint is one who has lived a life that is an example of Christian virtue, and their life is an inspiration and encouragement to all those who seek to follow Christ. Wishing a great and blessed morning to all. Since we have assembled here for the celebration of the patron, St. George's Day, as everyone here knows that St. George was also known as George of Little, was an early Christian martyr who is venerated as saint in Christianity. According to a holy tradition, he was a soldier in the Roman army. He was sentenced to death for refusing to recant his Christian faith. He became one of the most venerated saints, heroes, and legal martyrs in Christianity, and he has been especially venerated as a military saint since the Crusades. He is greatly respected by the Christians as well as some Muslims as a martyr of monotheistic faith. Saint George is renowned through the Middle East as a saint and a prophet. Since Saint George's legendary bravery and selflessness serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of standing up for what is right even in the most challenging circumstances. His unwavering commitment to his faith and his people has made him a beloved and revered figure around the world. Let us express our gratitude for the inspiration and protection St. George provides, and may his legacy continue to inspire us to be better versions of ourselves. On this day of jubilation, I congratulate Reverend Father George Vayalil for having a patron who has been popularly depicted slaying a dragon, symbolizing good triumphing over evil. And Reverend Father, you have in all ways of your leadership shown us those great qualities which we happily imbibe and become better. Once again, we wish you a happy feast day, Father. Thank you.
And admiration we have for our director, but they also highlighted the values of leadership, commitment, and growth that our director instills in all of us.
Father Joseph Thacker to grace the stage and share a few words on inspiration with us on this special.
George, Festorian, all Sister Rosalie, Principal, all sisters, respected staff, and my dear students. Celebration always brings joy to all of us. Irrespective of age, we all need some celebration. Today we are all here to wish Father George his patron's day, St. George. And typically in Punjab style, the girls and boys danced with the gidda and so on. We brought him to the auditorium. And all the dances as well as other items staged here express your love and concern for Father George. Mr. Omkar Singh has sufficiently said about St. George and the background in which he held up his faith and expressed his valor. As you know, he was a Roman soldier, but in spite of being persecuted for his faith, he expressed his loyalty to Christ. Though he was promised high ranks in the military, he was not enchanted by it. He very firmly expressed his faith even to the point of laying down his life. His life shows that we should be committed to certain valuable things in our life. Challenges will be there, problems may come, but we should be always firm in our commitment. And as students, you should always cultivate some good values all through your life. Just from starting from the school, which your teachers teach you, show you through their own life, you should be able to imbibe all those good values. And when you go out of this institution, you should feel proud about spending 13 years in this school and with more than the qualification, that inner conviction as well as that strong character should be built as you leave the institution. And that should all through your life guide you. St. George was very determined to fight for the Roman Empire, but at the same time he was very much committed to his faith, loyalty to Christ. Well, we all hold fast to certain values in our life, and just by the blow of a wind, our values should not be shaken. We should be committed. Certain challenges should be accepted. Well, this I take up. This is part of my life. So that conviction should be there. I take this occasion to thank Sister Roslyn, under whose guidance all these arrangements are made, as well as the staff, the backbone of the school, and the students who perform every item to wish Father George happy feast. So once again I wish Father George happy feast and all the best in your life as a priest, and may God bless you and keep you in your faith all through your life, just like St. John in expressing and following the footsteps of St. John. Thank you.
This is a meaningful skit prepared specially for this joyous feast. Place celebration.
Venerated saints in Christianity, best known as the legendary dragon slayer and a symbol of courage and faith. He was born around the late 3rd century in Cappadocia. He was born to Christian parents and became a soldier in the Roman army. Today, we are going to put up a short play that shows how St. George used to instill good virtues among the masses and even in the roads, and assure them that he will always stand by them. Long ago, in the kingdom of Arendelle, there was peace and joy. The people thrived, the land prospered, and kindness filled the air. But peace is like a candle. It must be protected. In time, darkness crept in. The roads grew unsafe. The rulers disbanded and hope began to fade. This is the story of a knight who fought not monsters but fear and injustice. A knight named St. George.
The reports are going worse each day. Bandits, raids are rolled. The people have no longer trust in us. I am worried about that.
Yes, I can also hear their cries through the palace windows. But what we can do to help them out?
Your Majesty, there is a knight roaming the land. He is Saint George of Cappadocia. He is known for justice and not just for battle. The people say he wins hard before fights. Perhaps he is the person we need.
Okay, then send for him at once. I want to meet him. Let us see if our knight can still bring honor to Erendil.
The village is in fury, sir, child, and Thomas speaks to the villagers.
Thomas? Thomas, last night the robbers came again. They took our grains and scared the children.
Yes, where are the guards? We are all alone. Nobody cares for our well-being.
Mama, will someone help us?
Saint George walking with quiet strength towards the villagers.
Fear no more, good people. I have come to stand with you.
Who is he? Who is he? Who is he?
See, he's coming towards us. Are you a soldier?
No, I am a servant of truth and peace. Let us rebuild your courage together.
Queen is sitting in the palace hall. Saint George is brought before the king and the queen.
Your Majesties, I present Saint George of Cappadocia before you.
Your Grace, I seek no title, but only a chance to serve you in the best possible way.
We need more than a body. We need a guide.
Let rise, Saint George. Erendil welcomes your light.
Saint George trains the soldiers and teaches values in the castle training grounds.
Strive, not with rage, but with purpose. Defend the weak and protect the truth. But what if the enemy is stronger? Then your heart must be stronger still. Fear cannot rule a noble soul.
While practicing, soldiers nod in agreement. Villagers watch and are encouraged that their miseries will be over. Saint George's lesson spread beyond the sword. People began to believe again in justice, mercy, and in themselves. A peaceful evening. George speaks with a child by a fire.
Sir George, do hero feel afraid?
Yes, my child, but heroes keep walking even when fear whispers turn back.
I want to be like you.
Then, my child, be kind, be fair, be brave in small ways, and great things will follow you.
The robbers return. They steal and loot the village market. People cry out. Saint George steps in.
Thieves, thieves, they are back.
Stop! We must not become what we fear. Let us show mercy towards them.
Who are you to show us mercy? We took what we needed.
Need is not an excuse for harm, but all can change if they choose to change.
We didn't know how to ask for help.
The king and queen is sitting in the courtroom. The king prepares to sentence the robbers.
You stole from our people, the law demands punishment.
Your Majesty, what if punishment become purpose? Let them work for the villagers they harm.
St. George, you ask us to trust them?
No, I ask you to lead with hope, as hope sustains life. I am sure that their lives will be reformed.
Very well, St. George. As you say, one chance for them. Work hard, earn trust, and prove yourself.
We will try to improve ourselves.
1 month later, the village is joyful. Robbers help the people to fix homes.
Who would have thought those robbers could be builders?
Maybe.
George prepares to leave. Everyone gathers in the palace courtyard to thank him.
We don't want you to go, St. George.
Pardon, Your Majesty. There are other places that we go, but Arendelle will always be in my heart.
Will you come back?
Yes, dear. Whenever someone stands for truth and kindness, I'm already there.
And so, the knight who fought no dragons became a legend, not for what he destroyed, but what he had to build: peace, hope, and courage.
Long live truth, long live courage, long live St. George. Long live truth, long live courage, long live St. George.
My dear students,
Respected Father Joseph again, respected Sister Rosalie, respected sisters, respected teachers, my dear students, today we had a wonderful, beautiful day. Each day of St. George, we had the celebration on 23rd of the morning in the assembly. And after the celebration, the next day, I had a phone call from one of the parents. One of the parents called me and asked me, Father, we came to know that you are being transferred. Is it true? I said, transfer? Who told you? And he said, Father, yesterday there was a send-off program. Children came home and told us that Father is going to be transferred. I said, it was not about a transfer, it was about my feast celebration. But he didn't understand. Still he said, it is not transfer. I said, it is not transfer. Okay. We celebrated feast on 23rd, and I was talking to Sister, we will make it a small celebration. And instead of a small celebration, it went into a large scale celebration. We are celebrating it today. And from the very beginning of the celebration, I noticed a lot of differences, a lot of changes. As Father rightly said in his message, we had traditional Punjabi dance with the at the front gate, and the children danced up to here, and then mixed with bhangra. Lot of different performances. Children I saw on the stage performing wonderfully. I congratulate all the children who performed today to make and show, to make me happy and show that you care for me, love me. And especially for the skit about St. George which was presented, and all the messages by the students and teachers, and the teachers who worked behind the curtain, and the event managed event managers, event coordinators, I thank and appreciate all of you. In a very special way, I thank the Reverend Father who was guiding and supporting everything that was being taken place here. And everything took place under the leadership of Sister Rosemary. So I thank all of you for this beautiful, memorable day. As we were speaking, I know children are all getting disturbed. Their speakers are crying, they will not prolong. Saint George, I am celebrating the feast of Saint George, which would mean I have taken the name of Saint George, who was a great person. And every feast reminds me of Saint George, his integrity, his commitment, his dedication, his faith in his life. And I need to ask myself, tell myself, George, look at Saint George, look at his commitment, look at his faithfulness, look at his dedication, look at his commitment, and be like him. This is the message for me each day when I celebrate the celebration. And we know, all of us know. If I ask you a question, do you listen to me? Are you listening to me, children? Show your hands up. Left hand, left hand. Now, right hand. Left hand. Right hand. Both hands. Both, dono. Left hand. Right hand. Right finger. Finger. Here. Yes. Keep it there. अभी बात नहीं करना. ठीक है? Be silent. I have one question for you. One question for you. So keep your hands down. I told here. Put your finger on your lips. Okay? I have a question. Who is the most important person in this world? Tell me. Who is the most important person in this world? Important person in this world is God. Okay, I appreciate you for that. Okay, who is the second important person? Second most important person? I. Okay? Man. So each person, each individual, each child is the most important person in the world. You know why? You know why? The whole world is moving around you. Can you see? Are you able to see? Are you able to see? Close your eyes. Akha mand karo. Akha mand karo. Close your eyes. All of you. Close your eyes. Close your mouth also. मुंह भी बंद करो. मुंह भी बंद करो. आँखें भी. Can you see now? दिखता है कुछ? Open करो. Open your eyes. Can you see now? Close your eyes again. Can you see? Open your eyes. Can you see? Yes. You know why you are able to see now? You have opened your eyes. You have opened your eyes because you have opened your eyes, you are able to see. Which would mean when you open your eyes, you can see the world around you. The world around you exists because you are alive. Because you are seeing, because you are there. If you are not there, the world is not there for you. So, who is the most important person in this world? I. You are the most important person in this world. When I am the most important person in the world, what shall I do? मैं क्या करना? I have to value myself. If I give you a diamond, diamond is the most precious thing, okay? Most valuable thing. I give you a diamond. Will you throw it away? What will you do if I give you a diamond? you will keep it, you will preserve it, right? Will you keep it? If I give you a diamond, will you keep it? You will keep it because it is very valuable. My life, our life is most valuable. We need to keep it. We need to keep it neatly, gently. We have to take care of it, and we should know my life is most valuable. And it is not going to come again and again. I have one life. I need to respect it, and I have to live respectfully, respecting myself by being faithful to myself, by being respecting myself, by doing my duty, my responsibility faithfully, because of my commitment to myself, to the responsibilities, because of my dedication, my faithfulness. It makes me complete. It makes me better. So my dear children, this is my message for all of you. Respect yourself. When you fall into bad friendship, into bad things, bad activities, you become contaminated. You become in the company of bad people. You become contaminated. So take care of yourself. Keep yourself neat. Your personality neat. Yourself gentle. And then you will be happy. Every great person is born like that. Respect yourself and others will respect you. You will become great one day. God bless you all. Once again, all of you put your hands together. Up. Down. Up. Both hands up. Both hands down. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, dear fathers, for your thoughts